The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown Bears! Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And on the next-gen stats, we see that he traveled better than 50 yards after that initial contact was made. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
First down, Arizona.
Here's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing in football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They snap it to Fields. Touchdown. That's caught. Jimmy Graham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw, it's Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Prater on to add the extra point. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They go with McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun now from Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and 2, Fields. He's got Mason, complete. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the air again, Fields. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down and goal. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On fourth down, Fields. Crowd and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Past the 20. 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize with a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Robinson, a first down and then some. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray eluding the pressure right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Grant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields flush to his right, and his pass incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Like 22, he's coming. Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right. Out of this crowd. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Under pressure, they got him again. Robert Quinn has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
in the Yale Bowl,
right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback?
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Bears 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to...
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like